Hey folks, Colton Woods here, and I've had the blessed opportunity to travel all over the United States and even over into China to help people continue our mission of educating horses and people with a lifetime in mind. And one of the biggest pillars of our program is that horsemanship is not just merely a way to train a horse, but it's everything we do with our horses. And when I have the opportunity to go other facilities, I'm always taking note of the smallest little things that happens in the barn and how people manage their horses, how they feed their horses, how they take care of their horses. All those little things, because that's what really makes the difference. And you know, all across the globe, there's one thing that's always been a pet peeve of mine that people do, and that is they use a blower to clean their barn out. So they'll take that blower and then they'll go down the barn out and they'll blow all the dust out. Or they might go this way. Hopefully you're going this way. You're going to go right out that door with all the hay, the dust, the debris, all that things. And it drives me absolutely crazy that we do this. Some people do this. And why is that such a big deal? Because it's a really common practice, all right? And why is it a big deal? Well, it's a big deal because our horses need to have good respiratory health. And so already we can look in a stable, we can look at these stalls, and this stall is up on the corner, so this side's not open, but she's got this whole front grate is open. She's got the side grate to the other stall, so it's great for visibility. It's great for the horses to be able to see each other, and also it has great ventilation. But when we take a blower and we going down this barn aisle, we kick up all the dust, all the debris, and most of the time when you see people do that, they'll take a bandana or they'll take their shirt and they'll start doing this, and they'll start doing that because they don't want to get all the dust all up in their nose and their mouth and all that stuff. Well, think about our horses. They're breathing that in. And so I've dealt with horses that have had cases like pneumonia, and that's a big no-no, right? And in those things, when we start having dust kicked up, you get horses that get sick, right? We have horses that you haul them somewhere and they seem like they get shipping fever, but a lot of times it's maybe because of the dust and the hay that is flying into their face while they're traveling down the road. It's the same concept when we get into our barns. We start using these blowers to clean our barns. So I'm not saying get rid of the blower completely, but what I'm saying is that when your horses are in your barn, perhaps you should take a broom, or you take one of those little duster things and you get the cobwebs down out of here, but you use a broom to then clean the barn aisle, right? And then when all the horses are out of your barn, all the horses, not all but one, but when all the horses are outside and they're grazing, then come through with the barn with the blower and do a deep cleaning. But guys, it's a pet peeve of mine. Our horses' respiratory health it's the crux of almost everything. Like, they have to have a good respiratory system. They depend on it. We need them to have it so we can keep riding them, keep enjoying them, and so that they can stay healthy. So put the blower away when your horse is in there. Show this to the folks that are in charge of taking care of the barn, whether it's you, somebody else, but put the blower away. You can still get a horse or a barn magnificently clean without the blower. And in fact, you'll probably get it more clean because you're going to take a little bit more time to make sure that there isn't stuff stuck in behind the tack trunk, because you can take a broom and you can sweep it out. You're not just going to blow past it, let it all get clogged up and go. But first and foremost, the health of our horses come first, and the blower is jeopardizing that. And it's such a common practice. I've walked through barns with tons and tons of horses, and there's just a dust cloud coming through, and it's not great. It's not great, guys. It's actually just kind of ridiculous, because the health of our horses should come first, and that is something that is so basic and so rudimentary that jeopardizes that. So anyway, as you guys take care of your horses, put the blowers away. Use them when the horses are out of the barn. Do that deep clean when the horses are out of the barn. But when they're in, grab a broom, get after it. All right, guys, Colton Woods of Colton Woods Horsemanship. Y'all take care.